Thank you so much for once again joining me for Path of Ascension in 9.2.5, because the nightmare has returned. The SplinterBark nightmare, that is. Go ahead and jump right on into it. I want to go ahead and take this opportunity to thank the community for letting me know in regards to either this change to SplinterBark Nightmare or if this is a glitch. At this time, it is not yet confirmed why the green flower is losing a stack when you get hit. And I want to apologize for not getting this video out sooner to those of you who are still doing your Path of Ascension battles. Also, I will be putting a link down in the description to how to use the Darkmoone Fair Tiger on how to cheese this, and that way you don't have to worry about the fight being an absolute headache. So, of course, for the fight, we're going to come over to our Soul Mirror. We're going to go ahead and choose SplinterBark Nightmare on Humility. For this, we are going to be choosing Kleia. Now, equipment here is not really going to matter. It's not going to change much of the strategy of what we're going to be doing. It just allows you to do slightly different mechanics for the fight itself to give you more damage. In this case, I'm going to be taking the Deep Echo Trident because I'm going to use it to kick his Nightmare Whale, or Nightmarish Whale. So just a brief rundown of his abilities. The first thing you have to worry about is the Shadow Splinter Spike and the Green Flower. So what he'll do is periodically throughout the fight during his first phase is he will throw out 3 spikes denoted by swirls on the ground, and you'll see the spikes traveling through the air. You want to make sure to not get hit by these, and they will also leave like a blackish tree remaining. Don't walk into those. It stuns you and does a fair amount of damage. The green flower is a stacking buff that increases the amount of damage you take by 9% for each flower, stacking 10 times. Right now, though, there is either a change or a glitch to it, where if you get hit, it loses a stack. So during the first phase, we will not be picking any of them up until absolutely necessary to help us mitigate some damage. But once again, we'll be doing a slightly different strategy than what we had done in the past. The second one, of course, is his Nightmarish Whale, which he'll also use in his first phase. It is a fear mechanic that is able to be kicked. That's why we took the Deep Echo Trident. What it does is if you're in range, it will fear you, and it will send you running, which can cause you to, of course, run into the spikes previously noted. The third ability he will do is Shadow Splinter Rage. This is a rage mechanic. Once he hits 100% or 100 rage, he will enrage, and then he will become uncrowd controllable, and he will absolutely destroy you. The fourth item is the Shadow Splinter Bash, which is a slam that he does during his enrage. It does have a cast bar, so it can be avoided if done correctly using your jump, your number 3, while ascended. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to start the fight off by generating energy using our 1 ability before we pull. So you'll see that we'll stack up to 100. We are then going to leap in with our Leap of Faith. We're going to hit Keen Insight and then Archon's Blessing, and then we're going to hit Keen Insight again because it will instantly refresh. And then we are basically just going to face tank him, doing as much damage during that first phase as possible. So that way we can do about 60% of his health. Once the second phase starts to kick in and he starts doing his enrage mechanic, we're going to hit him with 1 jump because he can be crowd controlled before he goes into the enrage, and it will carry over. This is where you can also use things such as the Ring of Warding. You could also use Vial of Lich Frost, also to freeze him in place before going into that phase, and that way you can run around, grab some of the flowers if necessary. You won't be able to get the full stack, and once again, the issue is as he hits you, you lose stacks. So eventually his hits are going to start destroying you. You can, of course, also take the Spirit Forged Aegis to help soak up some of it. The reflection sucks, and of course, it puts you right on top of him for when you do lose it. and then he's going to start destroying you if you don't move quick enough. Vial of Serenity would be a good heal in case you need to use it going into that second phase. And Herald's Footpads would not be used, period, because the only thing it gives you is a speed buff, and that's about it, and I've never had it successfully work. And then for the second phase, what we're going to do is we're going to play Leapfrog with the boss using our Archon's Blessing and our Leap of Faith, because like I said previously, the bash that he does is a cast bar, so we can just leap over him, spin around, back up, leap again, back over him, and then rinse and repeat until he goes down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ring the bell, and as always, make sure you do the same so that way you get notifications of when I post new content. Make sure to leave a like, leave a follow, and come follow me on Twitch at _Dab86. We're going to go ahead and we're going to generate the energy here. All we have to do is target ourselves and spam our number 1 ability, and we'll start generating the energy. Once we're at 100, we're going to move in on him. We're going to do Leap, Keen Insight, and Archon's Blessing. And then we're just going to face tank him during this first phase and do as much damage. We should be able to get him somewhere between about 30 and 40% remaining. We did not hit him with the slow there. This might be bad. Got to get to our 100. Then we'll move in on him again. And leapfrog him. And that is SplinterBark Nightmare on Humility with Kleia for Master of the Path.